Welcome to the session of Kindergarten Registration for English Learners. My name is Sandra Hurtado. I supervise the registration and assessment area of the English Learners Department. Registration for all students. This is not just for English learners, but is in general for anyone. Your child might be enrolled in kindergarten if your child is 5 years old of age or before August 15 of the current school year. Under Tennessee state law, a child must attend an approved kindergarten before enrolling in first grade, even if he or she meets the age requirements. All families must register their child for kindergarten, including families currently enrolled in an MNPS pre-K program. Register for MNPS kindergarten in 3 steps. Number 1, find your son's school. Number 2, gather all documents you need. Number 3, register online or schedule an appointment at one of our EL registration and assessment sites. Finding your school is very easy. The only thing that you really have to do is get into the website www.mnps.org. So that's the way how you can find the school where you guys live. It is based on the school, or the school is determined by your current home address. MNPS provides school bus transportation for children living more than 1.25 miles from the son's school. Find your bus stop on the MNPS website. School options. Families can also apply to school other than their son's school through the school options application. MNPS does not provide bus transportation to schools outside your zone. Applications for optional schools received after the February deadline will be added to applicable schools waitlist. For more information, visit www.mnps.org/school-options. Step 2. In order for you to complete the registration process, you have to gather the following documents. The first thing that you have to keep in mind is that a parent or a legal guardian must provide the following documents when registering a child for kindergarten online or at any of the EL registration and assessment sites. One of the requirements is a proof of birth. Any official document that contains the child's full name and date of birth, such as birth certificate, passport, visa, I-94, are valid as a proof of birth. We also need an updated shot record, and it has to be transferred on the Tennessee certificate. And you have to be sure that your child has the 5-year-old shots. We also need an updated physical exam performed in any clinic in the United States, and that is less than 1 year old. A photo ID of the parent or legal guardian. Proof of residency, address, current utility bill, lease, homeowners policy, or any other document must be, and it has to be under the parent or legal guardian's name. And it has to be the most current within 30 days. Step 3, register for kindergarten online or in person. Parents or legal guardians can register for kindergarten through the online portal or at any of the EL registration and assessment sites. The MNPS online portal is located on the website. If the parent guardian completes an online registration please call or email us at 615-259-8608 or email elreg@mnps.org for an appointment. All students complete the home language survey during registration. During registration, you will complete a document that is called Home Language Survey. The survey will ask, what is the first language this child learned to speak? What language does this child speak most often outside of school? And what language do people usually speak in this child's home? This is a document that everybody needs to complete, and this is the way that the EL office identifies possible English learner students. If a family lists another language other than English on the home language survey, your child will be assessed for an education program that provides English language instruction. The test will assess the proficiency of students in all 4 language domains: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Families have the right to accept or decline the program if the child qualifies for the service. Eligibility for the EL program. If the student is eligible for the EL program and EL registrar will explain and offer the EL program to parents and guardians, provides the parent notification letter to the parent in their native language, and completes the process. If my child qualifies, what will the EL program entail? The EL program will provide English learners daily instruction in the areas of listening, speaking, reading, and writing in English by a certified EL teachers. Occurs every day in the classroom or in a small group. EL services align with grade level standards and curriculum. Individual learning plans. Every EL student has an individual learning plan that includes their language goals and progress. Reach out to your child's EL teacher about their individual learning plan. And if you have any questions, you can always email the EL office at eloffice@mnps.org. We will be more than happy to answer your questions. We have 3 different locations, and this is to make it easier for the family so they don't have to be going to only one place. We have the main office, which is the Office of English Learners, and we are located at 615 Fessy Park Road, Nashville, Tennessee 37204. Also, we have a Hispanic Family Foundation located at 3927 Nolensville Pike, Nashville, Tennessee 37211. And Antioch Enrollment Center, which is located in Antioch High School at 1900 Hobson Pike, Antioch, Tennessee 37013. Kindergarten questions and answers. If you have any questions regarding anything, you can always contact the MNPS Family Information Center. The phone number is 615-259-4636. Or you can also get in contact with them by sending an email to familyinfo@mnps.org. MNPS Office of English Learners. You can find information in the website. We also have the MNPS Early Learning Department, and you can email them at earlylearningprek@mnps.org. And also the MNPS Early Childhood Education website. You can find that at the mnps.org. Questions and answers. I think this part is very important because many of the parents have questions, and sometimes they ask those questions when they are calling or getting in contact with us. If the English assessment optional, we are required to assess students based on the home language surveys. Parents, guardians can accept or decline the program after testing. That's something that I want you to keep in mind. The testing is mandatory based on the home language surveys answers, but you can always refuse the program after your child is tested. So if you don't want him to participate in the English Learners program, you can waive the services, and keep in mind that if eventually you feel like your child really needs to be in the program, you can always put him in. You just need to get in contact with the school teacher and they will take you through the process. Can the language assessment be done virtual? No. Unfortunately, the language assessment does not have a virtual option. I speak another language, but my child only speaks English. Does he need to be assessed? Yes, your child has the right to the services if they qualify. Are EL services mandatory? English learner services are not mandatory. As a parent, you have the option to accept or waive services. What are the EL services that my child will receive in school? Depending on your child's proficiency level, he or she will receive 1 or 2 hours of EL support at their school. This extra support provided during school hours by an EL certified teacher. It usually happens in the English language arts class. Thank you for participating, and we are here to answer your questions.
I will go ahead and open up the Q&A box. We have a couple of minutes. If any of our attendees have questions, feel free to type them into the Q&A box and we will answer them as we receive them. So that box is now open and available for questions. All right, well, I'm not seeing any questions so far, but hopefully you have contact information to reach out.
Well, since we don't have any questions, I will say thank you so much for participating, and please feel free to reach out to the EL office or English Learners office at any time, Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 4:30 p.m. at 615-259-8608, or you can also send an email to elreg, ELREG, at MNPS.org. Thank you.